Alzheimer's disease, or AD as it is often known, is a disease most commonly associated with aging and memory loss. That makes sense, since most people develop AD over age 62 in women and 65 in men. Today, over 5.3 million Americans suffer from AD, and unfortunately, there is no treatment shown to significantly slow or halt the effects of this fatal disease. Worldwide, the figure is estimated at 35 million and is expected to reach over 115 million by 2050. That's about 1 in 10 lives that will change dramatically over age 65 and place an overwhelming burden on families and caregivers as AD progresses. The annual cost of AD to Medicare and Medicaid alone is projected to exceed $1 trillion per year by mid-century, and Alzheimer's will consume 4 of every 10 Medicare dollars. But there is real hope. Curaxis Pharmaceutical Corp is an innovative company pursuing a potential treatment for AD through FDA-approved clinical trials. To understand Curaxis' approach, it's important to understand AD. Alzheimer's is a degenerative brain disease. Its exact cause is not known, but researchers agree that there are several potential pathways through which the disease may develop. Cell cycling, inflammation, amyloid plaques, neurofibrillary tangles, and oxidative stress. The disease first affects short-term memory, speech, motor skills, and cognitive ability. Untreated, it affects emotional control, long-term memory, and eventually even basic functions like breathing. The disease is not easily diagnosed, but its normal course is between 8 and 10 years from onset. Curaxis' theory is based on changes in the mix of hormones that our bodies produce as we age. From the moment of conception, we begin producing certain hormones that govern virtually every part of our lives. These hormones are produced by what's called the HPG Axis. In gestation to about age 2, we produce very high amounts of luteinizing hormone, or LH, which promotes rapid growth and development of the brain and body. Then, in youth and early adulthood, in response to signals from LH, we produce peak amounts of estrogen and testosterone to foster growth, development, and the reproductive cycle. As we age, our bodies stop producing estrogen, leading to menopause in women, or produce less testosterone, leading to andropause in men. In an unsuccessful effort to increase estrogen and testosterone production, our bodies continue to produce increasing amounts of LH. Curaxis believes that this increase in LH production leads to a number of factors that in turn lead to Alzheimer's disease. This change in the HPG axis, or dysregulation, is the foundation of Curaxis' scientific platform and is potentially applicable not just to Alzheimer's disease, but also to a number of other diseases of aging. Based on its understanding of how increased levels of LH leads to Alzheimer's, Curaxis has devised a treatment. Using its proprietary membrane implant just below the skin, elevated levels of LH are lowered and regulated. In clinical trials conducted to date, results have been encouraging, particularly in women. And the effects of membrane have been shown in preclinical research to impact each of the potential causes of AD. Curaxis' goal is to halt or significantly slow the course of the disease. Any effect of slowing the progression of Alzheimer's is a dramatic result, since there are currently no known treatments to slow the effects of AD. For patients, this could mean the difference between functioning in a normal setting versus intensive medical care. For families and caregivers, a slowing in progression or halting of AD would greatly reduce the enormous care and financial support required. Curaxis' theory is becoming well known in the AD research community. It's consistent with and can be integrated with other theories of the causes of Alzheimer's, and may ultimately contribute to a significant new treatment of the disease. In the next phase, Curaxis is planning broader clinical trials with the intent of moving its treatment for AD into commercialization. Curaxis Pharmaceutical Corp. Real hope in the fight against Alzheimer's disease.